Hi Aquarius, the Awakened Dreamer here to give you your weekly tarot reading for the week of December 27th, 2021 to January 2nd, 2022 as we get ready to begin the new year. Thank you so much for joining me. And I do want to remind you, as always, this is a general weekly read, so don't stress over what doesn't resonate. Just take what does, okay? We are implementing two new changes, two additions, if you will, to these weekly reads moving forward to spice them up a bit. All right, we're going to re-implement the Song of the Week. So basically, I used to do this a while back if you've been with me for a bit. And then I stopped doing it, and now we're doing it again. Anyways, we're going to have Spirit choose before each set of weeklies on shuffle a song to speak upon your week. And basically, after mentioning or speaking upon it, I'll leave it in the description box for you to look up the lyrics or listen to the song to sort of gather your own messages, if you will. Okay? Or just to add to the reading sometimes. Anyways, and then at the end of the reading, you'll have to stick with me till the end for this one. We're going to have you think of a yes or no question to ask at the end. And I will use this crystal necklace, which I use as a pendulum, to answer that for you. Okay, a little bit of clarification. All the meanwhile, once again, spicing up this reading or these readings moving forward. So the song that Spirit chose for you for your week, Aquarius, was Alone featuring Lauren Evans by Armin van Buuren. Okay, I personally love this song. And once again, that will be down in the description box below, as well as the link for the playlist to check out your other placements within your chart for these weeklies. And let's aim on down and pull some cards. Let's begin by pulling the overall focus for the week, or message for the week from the Green Witch Oracle deck. For my lovely Aquarians for this upcoming week, the 27th of December to January 2nd. Flying out, happiness. The overall focus for the week is your individual happiness. You might also be sort of noticing people in your life and how happy or how unhappy they truly are in one way, shape, or form. And a huge focus on what you focus on and how that truly adds or strips away the level of happiness in your own individual life. It feels like you're going to have a very clear idea or be reminded in a lot of ways throughout the week to focus on what makes you happy and just to say pretty much screw everything else, right? Or just, just do your best to focus on what makes you happy. I'm being told to keep both out. As well on your ritual, your daily habits, or just, your weekly routine, being pushed to keep, excuse me as I stutter, being pushed to keep it ultra positive and optimistic all the meanwhile as you just get this and that done. All right, you could be feeling a bit alone going back to the song, as you try to keep the hope alive and accomplish everything you feel is necessary at this time. Even if you have a significant other or just a lot of people, a lot of connections in your life to support you, you could just feel as if you are just a bit alone with all of these energies in your life for one reason or another. I feel like it's more to do with what you're focusing on or what you feel you truly lack at this time. But I'm being drawn to this as well. There's a need for you Aquarians out there who are drawn to this reading to cleanse your energy, whether that's through incense, Palo Santo, whether that's through essential oils, because you can do Palo Santo essential oil, or sage. There are some other ways, but those are the main ones in my opinion. Anyways, let's pull the main part of the reading. We're aiming for 6 cards from the Tarot of Dreams. For my lovely Aquarians to keep this reading going for the week. It was kind of somber. What else do we have for Aquarius? Death cards coming out a lot, as well as the Star card in this set of weeklies. We're going to pull the last one right from the top of the deck. Okay. Alright, so we have the Knight of Wands at the bottom of the deck. A push to keep passionately going after what you deserve, even if it doesn't feel perfect at this time, or you feel like, once again, you're doing it all alone. Although I feel like for some of you that's not the case. You, again, just feel a bit alone all the meanwhile. Being told to look at the second one, yeah, you just feel like a wounded warrior, and that's totally acceptable. Don't allow anybody in your life to make you feel one way or another about that. You have a lot going on, and I feel like more behind closed doors or just within your mind and heart and soul than people realize. Some of which is more obvious than you feel at times, but Six of Swords. You want to leave a situation and it's not happening. Okay, it's not happening at least yet, or just for some of you in general. Let's clarify. Well, they came out very abrupt. I just saw death in reverse. It's not being put to rest yet. It's not the time. This came out, and I want to say Tauruses, maybe Capricorns. Ace of Pentacles and the Four of Pentacles, wanting to sort of control how quickly a financial fresh start begins or comes to be. It could be an investment, something like a car, an apartment. It could be a housing situation once again, or it could just be a job or a business. But whatever it is you're looking to sail away from at this time, you need to release that control. You're going to be reminded it's not fully in your hands, even if you want it to be, right? It's this point in the week to begin where you're being pushed to release your Aquarian grip and not to stress over your money either as you get ready to move towards this in the near future. The divine timing is at play. For some of you, you could be stressing over whether you can afford a change if you know it's intuitively ahead for you. Don't stress. Do not stress. What's meant to be will be, and when it happens to be the right time moving forward, you'll know within your gut, your body, will speak to you in that sense. And Spirit in the universe will clarify it for a lot of you, and you'll have the funds at that time. Three of Coins. You're being noticed the middle of the first half of the week. Did you hear I just kind of got a little bit stressed, needing to catch my breath? You need to remember, or you'll be reminded, that people are noticing you for your strive, for your reaching for your independence, for doing what's right for you, for not giving up at times. Now that came out in Taurus's reading. I feel like you're thinking a lot about the earth signs, but we have, anyways, you just need to ground yourself as people notice you. You feel like you're in the spotlight, even if you don't want it. Learning more about your path to independence, path to success. Feeling like for some of you, you're also doing some research online ahead of time, maybe for that investment or that change, or just to enhance something you're trying to make the best out of. And being put to all the meanwhile being pushed to utilize that wisdom, that knowledge that you've gained over time to sort of stay confident and strong as you make the best and just feel very much in touch with your masculine side with two kings. You could also have two masculine people, even if they're female, coming in to sort of help you or teach you something in one way, shape, or form. A reminder that the pace, even if it's a bit slow at this time, is purposeful. You could be trying to keep yourself ultra busy if things are moving slow or whatever the case may be, but it's part of why you're feeling quite depleted. The Fool card coming out for the King of Swords. Okay, so it's three kings, two King of Swords, but there is a leap of faith that you're being reminded you're going to need to utilize your knowledge, wisdom. I'm being told this isn't one that's going to happen in the future. It feels like a leap of faith you're taking to adjust your business in the right direction, or to adjust your job, or just it could be more so a leap into a relationship or a connection. However it pertains to you, you're being reminded what you focus on to finish up the end of the first half of the week will thrive. It will sort of make you happier or take away from that once again. But whatever you're putting your resources and energy towards, pouring your blood, sweat, and tears into, will succeed. You get what you focus on, period. You're manifesting death. Got a little bit feisty when I grabbed this. The Star, and then we have the Star right after that, so it's definitely beginning to the second half of the week, in the middle of it, where you're being pushed to keep that hope alive, right? And to not stress and kind of expect the worst, very Five of Cups feeling, excuse me. You might stutter at certain points this week. Being aligned with the Six of Swords has a lot to do with what isn't coming to an end just yet. I feel like some of you are dealing with a very stressful or just annoying work environment, or just a very energetically toxic living situation. I get it. I get it. It happens to the best of us. With the Page of Swords, you'll learn more about what lies ahead, or just what you're dealing with at hand, and it'll help you sort of feel a little bit better all the meanwhile. And some of you, again, going back to alone, will feel at this point in the week it's kind of hard not to focus on the healing you're trying to go through from the lack of connection. Whether you're feeling you're single at this time, or you just feel like you don't sort of have this strong connection, or just the health you wish between you and the individual you're wrapped up with. Okay? And for whatever reason, again, you're feeling quite alone. Some of you feel your person's just way too far away, even if that's an energetic distance. Like you want them to sort of get back to you. Feeling confused all the meanwhile as to where things are heading. Number 22 coming out. And all the meanwhile, you might have like a lot of downloads coming from certain universe, and it's a bit stressful, but they're trying to help all the meanwhile for the most part. Star. Two of Swords and the Seven of Wands, we just spoke upon those. So it feels like that this is a continuing process into the middle of the second half of the week, where you're just putting in hard work, but almost too much. But you also could find you're just overthinking while working. Kind of, I'm here slaving away. Just doing what you have to, but all the meanwhile gaining that level of attention. Some of what you don't want, it could be from your boss, or it could be from coworkers, people just being nosy. And all the meanwhile, it's like, do you have to notice me when I'm expecting the worst? But some of this attention coming in, not from those individuals, is positive, or could be positive, and you're perceiving it, absorbing it in a negative manner. Just a need to adjust your perspective. I just heard you don't want to worsen a situation that will sort of head in a positive direction if you allow it to, or if you just make the best out of it. But you finish up the week feeling a bit emotional with the Nine of Swords. It could be a focus on your dreams. Ooh, yeah, if you have a disturbing dream, or just a nightmare, don't wake up and just focus on it, right? Let it go. It might be hard to, but you're reminded that what you focus on at the end of the week is going to stress you out and maybe strip away your happiness. Wanting to sort of, once again, invest in something financially, or begin a new job, or get a business off the ground a little bit quicker, just in general. You get what you focus on, period. A reminder comes through that you deserve to be happy at the end of the week, but not to feel bad for doing what's right for you when the right time pops up, okay? There is also an ongoing focus on you just desiring a family, or just a significant other, just this level of happiness and fulfillment that feels unattainable at times. And you're reminded to finish up the week as well, you are not alone, okay? The universe has your back. Let's finish up with or pull a Find Your Happy card for Aquarius. You could just have a lot of emotions pouring out at times, or just feel like you have a lot going on. This card right here, go ahead and read that. The right choice is the choice that feels expansive and joyful to me. Okay, I just added that at the end. Either way, all I desire is on its way to me. Wow, we're all connected by our thoughts. Situations don't hurt, expectations do, and I'm only trapped by my illusions. We'll put those back, but they feel relevant. All I desire is on its way to me. Okay. Gratitude is the life force of everything. Stay grateful as you move forward. My dreams are the signature to my potential. Keep the hope alive when it comes to those dreams. Don't sort of let them float away, right? Everything, every little thing happens for a reason. I have this tattooed on my chest for a reason. Words to live by, my friend. So I hope you've thought of a yes or no question at this point, but if you haven't, just take a moment. All right, let's make sure it's nice and still for Aquarius for their question. So for me, that is a no when it goes in the reverse position, excuse me. All right, so your answer is no for your question. I hope this reading was truly helpful. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. I hope you have the most amazing week, and I'll see you next time. Bye, Aquarius.